Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Paste Studios. We are now live with Raul Midón. Raul, thanks for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, dude. It's great to see you again. We crossed paths a couple years ago at the Paste Studios, and then again last year at South by Southwest. So we're stoked that we can host you here at our new space, man. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you.
So the new record is "If You Really Want," which was done with the Metropole Orkest, the Dutch orchestra, and conducted and arranged by you and by Vince Mendoza.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about the first song that you're going to do off that album?
So this is a song that I wrote for the album, and I just, when I realized that I was going to get to do this album, I wrote some songs especially for knowing, what kind of soundscapes I would have access to. So this is kind of one of the rhythmic ones. It has a little New Orleans groove to it. It's called Ride on a Rainbow.
Put all your money on the table, take off your shiny new shoes. Let's make believe that it's midnight and we got nothing to lose. You bring a bottle of sunshine, I'll bring a bottle of rain. If we can mix them up just right, we'll catch a ride on a rainbow. Ride on a rainbow, yeah. Ride on a rainbow. Ride on a rainbow, yeah. They got red kangaroos in Australia, turquoise and old Santa Fe, princes and kings in regalia. They got no clothes in LA. I know a place on the border where you can be what you dream. Dreaming is truth out of order, where you can ride on a rainbow. Ride on a rainbow, yeah. Ride on a rainbow. Oh, ride on a rainbow. You don't need a guru or a trip to Bombay, 'cause when you open your eyes inside your mind, you'll find you're on your way. You don't need a guru or a trip to Bombay, 'cause when you open your eyes inside your mind, you'll find you're on your way. Ride, 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 ride on a rainbow, yeah, yeah. Ride, 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 ride on a rainbow. Ride on a rainbow. Yeah. Won't you ride on a rainbow?
Man, that sounds great, dude. Thanks for sharing this with us. So how can you tell us a little bit about how the collaboration came to be? How did you hook up with Vince Mendoza? He's multi in the teens or potentially even 20 Grammy Awards have gone to this guy, and the orchestra also, which is one of the, if not the most renowned jazz orchestra in Europe. How did that all come together?
I had, met Vince on certain occasions, but really I have to give credit to my wife. She kind of, sometimes things happen because somebody just says, well, why can't we just do this, So we had a friend in Holland who was friendly with some of the people with the orchestra, and they got in touch with Vince, and we kind of said, let's do this record. Let's record it. The circumstances were right, and then we'll worry about what we do with it later, And everybody took that attitude. So I started sending songs to Vince, and he would send me back, these mock-up synthesizer tracks, so I could kind of hear what the arrangements were, and we would go back and forth on, harmony and stuff, and we finally, settled on 10 songs, and I went over to the Netherlands and, recorded the orchestra rhythm section part of it in 5 days, the whole thing. And then I came back and did the rest of it in my studio. I produced and engineered it in my studio.
Wow. So that was, and from inception to release, it's been a long time coming, right? Is that?
Yeah.
That's crazy to hear that it was 5 days of production, but
absolutely. Well, the first thing is to either, figure out how to put the record out, and either convince, label to put it out, because, so we finally got that worked out. So I'm really, really happy, because it's, very different from anything that I've done before, as far as, orchestra and orchestration, and, to collaborate with such a great arranger and such an inventive musician. It's really very, very rewarding.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to diving in deeper into the album. Last time you were here was you were touring Badass and Blind, and so this, in case the internet audience are just joining us, If You Really Want is the album. It was recorded with the Metropole Orkest in Holland, and it is out right now. Came out on September 14th, so congratulations on the very recent release of this album.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the second song you're going to do?
So the second song is a bit of a philosophical, and I'm going to say what it was inspired by, and most people won't know, and maybe some will look it up. It was inspired by the play J.B. by Archibald MacLeish, and it's a take on the Book of Job, so you can check that out. So this is called God's Dream. Imagine yourself up on a star in a dream. In the dream, you are everything you've ever wanted to be. You're patient and kind, loving and wise, silently strong and brave enough to close your eyes. You see everything, you know everything, you are everything and beyond. There is nothing, nothing to strive for, 'cause everything's at hand. A
multitude of universes in a grain of sand, created in your image, is the face of man, the face of man. So you decide to walk upon the earth, to be among the ones you've made. You dress up like a circus clown just to march in their parade. The willful bliss of ignorance is everywhere displayed. You wonder why you start to cry and wish that you had stayed, that you could stay and be free. Upon a star in a dream, imagine yourself upon a star in a dream, imagine yourself, imagine yourself.
Raul, that sounds great, man. You are consistently, I mean, you're one of the best musicians who just purely from a musical standpoint who has come in here. So it's a total pleasure always to have you. I mean, from the breath control, the precision of what you're doing, it's amazing. So there's no question here. I'm just saying thank you. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot of time.
Yeah, we've been hearing you sound check for the last 40, 50 minutes probably, almost nonstop, and it's been a total pleasure. That hallway that you were sound checking in sounds fantastic also. We're considering repositioning the cameras and just doing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think people don't realize having one good night and playing and singing anybody can do that. But doing it day in, day out, not easy.
Well, so I've had the pleasure of seeing you here in the studio, but also out in the wild. I saw that a couple years ago with Ravi Coltrane at that Birdland show.
Yeah.
Which was outstanding. And hopefully everybody who's watching this right now has a chance to go check you out also. So all the tour dates are all up at raulmidon.com. And I know you're just relatively recently back from Israel, Australia, Japan, and China.
Yep.
And you've got the U.S. dates are all up on the website. I'm going to check out at least one of them. I know you've got a residency here in New York at the Jazz Standard in December.
Yep.
There's North American dates announced all the way through February of 2019, and then you head over to France for a little while.
Yep.
Are there any of those dates that you're particularly looking forward to? And there's the Slow Brew one also. I know you're out in California. I mean, you're everywhere. Odds are pretty good.
I'm one day at a time. I mean, I always love playing in New York. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I always do a little more exploring when I play here. Just so I always play like new songs that I'm working on and stuff. On tour, I tend to boil it down to kind of what I play and play that in shows. And when I'm in New York, I tend to explore a little more. So that's
cool.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Well, I am too, man. I'll catch you at one of those shows. And so everybody out on the internet, if you're just joining us, Raul last week, 2 weeks ago, released If You Really Want, and that was done with the Metropole Orkest in Holland. And so you're going to play a third song off that album. Can you tell us what's coming up next?
Yeah, this is a song that was on a previous album, but we redid it with the orchestra, and really enjoyed playing this. What's called Pick Somebody Up.
I don't wanna be nobody's fool, and I don't wanna take no one to school. I just wanna pick somebody up. I don't wanna tell you how to live, I just wanna give what I have to give. Maybe it'll pick somebody up. Smiling faces, warm embraces, lovers walking hand in hand. And revolution is no solution to the tragedy of man. Here's my plan, hope I can pick somebody up. Pick somebody up now. Honey, when you give your love to me, together we can make some history. Maybe it'll pick somebody up. Go along and get along and sell my soul that I gave away. That's Papa Rose. When I live it, it'll pick somebody up. Take a stranger out of danger, yeah. Help someone to understand that revolution is no solution to the tragedy of men. Here's my plan, hope I can pick somebody up. Pick somebody up now. When I'm sad, when I'm surly, and when I'm glad. When that sunshine turns to rain, and I just can't stand the pain. And I feel I'm going insane till I get back home again. When I think I can't compete, and I just can't find the beat. When I'm old, when I'm young, when my final song is sung, I sure hope we had some fun spreading love to everyone. So before I tip my cup, I just wanna pick somebody up. Pick somebody up now. Yeah, pick somebody up now. Don't you know that I'm picking? Don't you know that I'm picking? Don't you know that I'm picking? But don't you know that I'm picking? Somebody up.
Man, Raul, thanks again for coming through and sharing these songs with us. You're doing something really special, and I'm stoked that we get a chance to watch it happen.
Thank you.
That everybody who's watching on the internet right now also takes the opportunity to go see you as you travel across North America over between now and in September of 2019. All the tour dates are up at raulmidon.com. And then France after that, and I imagine you're just going to be indefinitely on tour and sharing this stuff with the world. So hopefully everyone watching right now on the internet's got a chance to check it out because it is something special. So man, good luck on the album. If You Really Want is out right now. It's with the Metropole Orkest in Holland, conducted by Vince Mendoza. And man, thanks again for coming, and hopefully we see you here at the studio sooner than later for round 4.
Thank you.